All right, we're going to learn a little bit about comfortable cooking with Randy Z. Good to see you, Randy.
Thank you. Thanks.
Now, Randy, you're down in Bremen, not too far from here in South Bend, at Edward Christian Dining. How long you been there?
4 years now. It's going really well.
And you got a great program on WHME, Comfortable Cooking, which the purpose is what?
Well, the purpose is we want to get people back in the kitchen to cook for their families. I always make a closing statement at the end of my show that's got to do with family. We use fresh ingredients. We use as much off the shelf as we can, but yet make smart, healthy choices off the shelf, too. For example, frozen corn with no sodium versus canned corn with 960 grams of sodium. So
both simple choices.
Very simple choices. And
one's
we put
better than the other.
Simple things into the dishes. Today we're going to make some really simple, off-the-counter, fresh, real vibrant, real colorful, and really healthy items for the spring when everybody's trying to get back in shape and need a lot of energy for gardening and working and sports and everything.
Yeah,
so it's good. I'm excited.
And it's so much better than buying it, already prepared when you're making it kind of from scratch to some degree.
Yes, and it pulls the family together too. We encourage everyone. I love the most part is when people come up to me and thank me for getting their children and them back in the kitchen.
Wonderful.
And that's just, even if it's one day a week on the weekend, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
so I get a lot of pleasure out of that.
Now, we've got a couple things that you're going to work on today, and you're going to show us an appetizer and kind of a main dish. So what do you have?
Sure. And first thing we're going to do is a really neat, just off the shelf. You can get this in your cheese section. It's just a buffalo mozzarella. It's a smaller ball, and it comes in herbs and oil, so we don't have to do anything.
Okay.
And we pick out a nice sized tomato
nice big tomatoes
that will fit, and we cut it. Then we take a nice tool that I always mention you need in your kitchen is a melon baller. And if you take that melon baller, you can just scoop the center of that out.
Okay.
And then you have your little bowl. So then we just grab a basil leaf.
Fresh basil?
Yep. And this is pretty simple. I'll cut it in half, and we just roll this up, and it's a nice appetizer. It's really quick. It's one of the things you can have the children do. If you like, I take some garlic puree, which is cooked and pureed garlic, and we put it in the bottom, or we can put
garlic,
it on the
we
top.
saute it a little bit?
Yep. You put it in the oven with oil, and you cook it until it gets soft, and then you just grind it up.
Okay.
So then if you take these, we set them over here because of time. I've already made a few.
Okay.
And that's a really decorative, I'll get that out where we can see it.
Yeah.
Nice decorative dish, and you can plate it any way you like, and then I like a little balsamic vinegar to go with that. So what we've done here is we have a off-the-counter cheese. It's already been flavored with all of our spices and herbs, and all we're doing is just cutting a tomato, and we're wrapping it together and we're putting it out, and it's a really fresh, it's got a great smell to it. And one of the tricks here is this is a tomato knife.
You got to point that out.
So what you do is a tomato knife or a steak knife, any serrated knife is going to help you with tomatoes.
So you're not squishing it.
Yeah, so now all my knives are super sharp. So here, if you had a bad knife at home, you'd be going, and the next thing you know, that's what you get. So we always use, if you don't have one, use a bread knife or a steak knife.
Something with a serrated edge.
And it works really well.
Beautiful.
So that's done. I mean, you can make as many as you want. It's quick, it's fresh. I'm going to set that out.
Actually salivating a bit here.
Well, you have to grab one of them. Okay, I had my gloves on.
We'll wait.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want to get it on our tie. That wouldn't look good. Okay, so now we're going to do a stir fry, and I chose shrimp today. It's fresh. We got all of our fresh vegetables. This is a broccoli slaw. So this is another thing. Let's cut some corners, and if you're not really prepared,
buy it that way.
Yep, and you're not good with knives, and you start to get, well, I'm frustrated. Well, this will help the frustration. So we're going to have a pan here, and we're going to go a little Thai flavor. So we just get a little sesame seed oil, and that's going to give it a nice, nutty, authentic Asian flavor. And we're just going to put a tablespoon of that in there. And then we're going to cook to what takes the longest. So first of all, since we have a raw seafood, we want to make sure we get it to temperature.
So
I'm going to put the seafood in there.
Whatever takes the longest,
you want to go first
and layer it on top.
Yep. So we're just going to put half of this in here to get going. Now, with your shrimp, it's going to cook up really fast. You can add other seafoods and things. We're going to let that in there for about a minute as we go through our other items. We got some great fresh red bell peppers now, some sugar snaps. All of this except the shrimp you can actually toss with your favorite dressing and make a really nice salad that way too. So we're going to make a really interesting sauce to go with this, and it's kind of a strange combination that people look at me funny with.
Okay.
We're going to use soy sauce.
Asian food, a lot of folks don't quite think they can do it,
Well, and we've done some episodes in the past where if you're not wanting to go to this depth, you can use a great Asian salad dressing.
All right, so you got a couple tablespoons of peanut butter.
Yep, so we're going to go like a quarter cup. So what you do, depending on how many people you're serving here, you do want to go 2 parts peanut butter and 1 part of soy sauce. Now, I'm not adding any seasoning, salt, pepper, anything to this dish because the soy sauce has enough flavor, and so does the sesame oil. So we're going to put our other vegetables. That's next. And we got some fresh bok choy we cut up here, which is a cabbage, and we're going to do some peppers.
Beautiful.
If you
Nice
can't
and
toss
colorful.
that, you can just use your rubber spatula over here. So we got some green onions.
Green onion.
And I got some extra carrots there. I threw that broccoli slaw in there. And if you have a favorite, add your favorite vegetable. So we're going to let that go. Now this is going to take a little bit because of the peanut butter to mess up. And I don't want to get you too close here.
Okay, I'll kind of
Get
stay.
you-
I'll stay back.
Get your back so I'll splash it on you because
So
I
kind
do
of
get messy once in a
Mixing
while.
that in there, loosening it up a bit.
And then you want to make sure you get enough going. That's just breaking down.
What was the
and
ratio
absorbing.
again?
So it's 2 to 1. 2 parts peanut butter, 1 part soy
2
sauce.
parts peanut butter to 1 part soy.
And then I'm going to throw in some nice Asian hot sauce.
Looks like you
Tablespoon.
use that quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a favorite one. I like it hot.
Bottle's
you know.
almost empty.
Yeah, give me some garlic and some heat. I'm
Now,
happy.
most grocery stores
Every
carry?
grocery store carries that. If you don't find it in the section of the regular hot sauces, go to your specialty section, which
Okay,
would be
the international
Asian
foods or whatever.
or European. If you're getting Mexican, it says the same thing. You get Italian, you can go there. Now this here's browning because of the soy, and this is just depending on you can use crunchy or not. I'm going to add just a little more to get a little more liquid out of here.
Okay, so you can use crunchy peanut butter if you
Yep.
want.
Yeah, a lot of
peanut
dishes
chunks
they
in there.
throw some fresh peanuts or some cashews in, which is really good.
Right.
So just going to get that mixed up, and I'm going to put some of that in here, and it'll break down when it hits the water. Got a nice smoke going. Our shrimp is pink, that's what we're looking for. Want to make sure it's there. Now here, instead of adding any more oils or butter, if we need moisture, we just use plain water.
Okay.
And this is going to give it a steaming effect without adding any more calories or any more sodium issues or any more heart concerned issues. So when you add your water with that, you're going to break that down. And you want to keep it moist so it doesn't stick. And if you'd like, you can add some garlic, which I'm going to leave off because it's morning for us here, and I don't think we're quite ready for garlic breath yet. So
Tell you what, that is already looking very pretty.
it's got a great smell to it, and it's
smells
just
great,
about
yep.
there when you know you're there when your shrimp's nice and pink. I buy my shrimp all deveined and shell on. That gives me the option to do what I want with it, and then I can either leave the shell on for a certain dish or peel the shell off. And it's always uncooked. That way I get to add my own flavors.
Now, if someone at home, if I were to say, oh, we're going to cook Thai tonight from scratch, that's kind of almost an intimidating thing if you've never done it before, but it looks quite simple.
Yeah, really, all it is just even some of these vegetables are from that region, others are from all over the country, the shrimp's from all over the country. The Thai comes in when you just add those traditional style flavors, the hot sauce. You're adding some peanut flavor and some soy sauce, so it's really not that bad. Flip that guy right out of there. Hit the raw shrimp. I don't want that back in there.
Yeah, cross-contamination is something you want to avoid.
Extremely cautious and aware of that. My gloves were on because that dish is being eaten without being cooked, therefore I can't touch it. This dish is cooked, so it's good to go. So there you go. That's already done.
And you've got enough peanut in there.
Yep, that's good. And it's all to taste, whatever you'd like. This makes a great dipping sauce. If you get spring rolls or egg rolls, you make it more soy,
Loosen it
go
up a little
1 to
bit.
1 with it, loosen it up, and it makes a great dipping sauce. Heat factor as hot as you'd like. Add the hot sauce or not. And you can do some ginger in it too. I find that the ginger and the hot sauce and the peanut butter kind of make the ginger a little soury.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to just dig a hole here and I'll plate this up.
We're going to try this out. Dean, can you lock down camera 3 and come on over for a taste, or what? No?
All right, I'm going to put that on the pan. Now you can serve it with noodles or rice, but here again we're talking healthy and spring and fresh and everything. I just wanted plain vegetable.
It smells delicious.
And that gives you everything you need. So go ahead and dig in there.
We'll try that out. I'm gonna have to make this at home.
I do have.
Where's Valerie? You guys are leaving me alone to eat all this wonderful food. Thank you,
You
friends.
bet.
It smells delicious.
Thank you. Now this won't be too hot. If you did like it a little hotter, you could just kick it up a little bit more, but that is good right there. Fresh. Very, very light, very fresh.
With the freshness, it's very crunchy. You know, sometimes you buy the prepackaged things and everything's just soggy and just wilted.
Yep.
This snaps. It's beautiful.
Yep, that's what you want. When they get vibrant green and vibrant red, not dark, that's when they're perfect because they're right there ready to go.
And very light as well.
Yes, it is.
going to try one of these because
that's a big biter. You have to
I'll do
almost
that.
a real deal if you like to cut it in half.
Thank you very
can
much.
Use my knife.
Now this would get a little bit of maybe some kind of hard bread with it, you know?
Yeah, it would be great with, you can have the balsamic and do a nice crusted French with some herbs, and you could wipe up your balsamic on there. I think there's enough olive oil in that dish there.
Oh my gosh.
And you wouldn't even need to buy any more olive oil. You can use your spiced flavored one right out of your cheese. And
I'll tell you what really makes a difference there is that fresh basil.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you grow that or you buy that as well?
You can buy it all year round now in all the markets, but and we're regionally here. When the weather's great, I grow tons and tons of basil.
Easy to put a little patch of an herb garden in the backyard.
You can do it in a 5-gallon bucket and have it on your patio and just go out and pick it. So it was great.
Well, Randy Z, thank you so much for joining us today.
Appreciate having me.
I want you to come back because we want to learn more about this stuff.
All right, we'll do that.
And your program on WHME is Comfortable Cooking with Randy C.
Yes, we're on Sunday evenings at 7:30, Wednesdays at 5 p.m., and Saturday mornings at 5:30 a.m.
Wonderful. And we're going to take the recipe, if it's okay, and put it on our website or our Facebook page. Friends, you can join us there and get some great cooking tips from Randy Z as well. A lot more coming up on Harvest today. Stay with us.
All right.
Let me go for some more here.